Good evening, my friends. We are live. This is the Eli King Show. Thank you for joining me once again on this very lovely Saturday, February 28th, the last day of Black History Month, I mind you. Yes, enough of that. Thank you for joining me. Like I said, we got a lot going on in the world, but we're going to focus on something a little different today. Like I said, it is the last day of Black History Month. I'm sure you want to hear about net neutrality. I'm sure you want to hear about Governor Cuomo's comments on 91% of schools are failing. I predicted that. The reason why 91% of schools are failing is because of Common Core education. You know what, really quick, before we get started with our Black History special, we'll take a quick phone call or two, depending on my mood or so there, and we're going to do a special on my favorite African-American hero. Caller, you're on the air.
Hi, my name is Dominic Montefiore.
Goodbye, Dominic. At least we know you're out there today, so yeah, let's get with it. Like I said, we're not going to focus on the net neutrality that they passed. Actually, our Congress, our Senate, they actually passed this net neutrality crap, and they're not even letting they're not letting us read it. Once again, like the NDAA, they're not letting us read that. Just a bunch of things, I tell you, that are going on. All right, like I said, we're honoring my favorite Black African-American hero, but the phone boards are lighting up, so let's see what the world has to say. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Eli, it's Luigi. What's up, brother?
Luigi, what's up, brother? What's on your mind?
Yeah, the net neutrality thing was voted on by the FCC only, voted 3-2.
Yeah.
And nobody's going to do nothing. Again, sheeple sitting around like the people that call your show the smart asses that are just sitting there, watching hockey. Go Rangers! Go Rangers! What do you say, Eli?
Yeah, unfortunately, it is Manhattan public access. We do have those people out there who stay home, sit on their couch in their underwear and watch TV, do nothing all day, and try to make fun of me. I don't know. While they drink their fluoridated water and take their poison vaccinations and suck in their chemtrails. I don't know. What do you think?
And then in the eye of the storm, too, you know, just waiting to be attacked, and they're making jokes and not even awake yet. And you got this net neutrality thing where I believe your show and all the shows like yours is going to be shut down if you say a single word against Mohammed, king of the world. You'll be shut down, or anything against special people of our beloved Israel. You'll be shut down.
Israel, yeah. You know, I was just watching some specials on Israel, the birth of Israel, how Israel became, and it was very mind-boggling to me. Very interesting stuff, very crooked stuff. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
The Brits and the U.S. put that together, planned takeover of Palestine.
Yeah.
Planned takeover even before there was the war.
Tell us a little about it, Luigi. Educate the audience.
Well,
Give me the definition of the birth of Israel, really quick.
Well, you had your World War II with all your supposed Holocaust, which the numbers are a little shaky there. And you had a bunch of leftover Jews with nowhere to go. So the Brits and the U.S. says, hey, we got this little state here called Palestine. And I'll tell you what you do. We'll just knock them all out of the way for you, and you can just move in, and you do what you want to do from there.
Wow, look at that. And about, what is it, 60 years now? 60 years later, there are...
I forgot to say, and we will back you up with anything you do. You can feel free to just drop a bomb on Palestine, Iran, And just feel free to give us a call. We'll give you a few weapons, a few million bucks, a few trillion bucks, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, they have an amazing version of a Second Amendment over there, even though they try to abolish ours over here.
Oh, exactly. They're all loaded up with weapons in Israel. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, all the weapons they bought from us, as you pointed out.
I know that, Eli. It just makes me sick the way people just sit around and do nothing in this country. I want you to take a look at some of those protests going on in Venezuela. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, Eli.
Is it?
Yeah, check out Venezuela and the way those protesters deal with those cops and those giant LRADs they got, or whatever you call those freaking tanks.
Wow. I'm going to have to check that out.
Check it out, bro. Venezuela protests.
All right, brother.
Teach us a few lessons on how it's done.
You got it. Anything else on your mind before I let you go, brother?
All the sheep in New York, wake up! Adios and no more Israel in the U.S. government. Bye, Eli.
Appreciate the call, bro. Later. All right. Let's move on to my favorite hero, Malcolm X. This is the Malcolm X special. Like I said before, I'd like to thank Luigi, always calling up. Great caller. And then let's just let's go to my hero in honor of Black History Month, brother Malcolm X. All right, let's do it. That's not it.
Assalamu alaikum. Mr. Moderator, our distinguished guests, brothers and sisters, our friends and our enemies. Everybody is here. As many of you know, last March, when it was announced that I was no longer in the Black Muslim movement, it was pointed out that it was my intention to work among the 22 million non-Muslim Afro-Americans and to try and form some type of organization or create a situation where the young people, our young people, the students and others, could study the problems of our people for a period of time and then come up with a new analysis and give us some new ideas and some new suggestions as to how to approach a problem that too many other people had been playing around with for too long. And that we would have some kind of meeting and determine at a later date whether to form a black nationalist party or a black nationalist army. There have been many of our people across the country from all walks of life who have taken it upon themselves to try and pool their ideas and to come up with some kind of solution to the problem that confronts all of our people. And tonight we are here to try and get an understanding of what it is they've come up with. Also, recently, when I was blessed to make a trip or a pilgrimage, a religious pilgrimage to the holy city of Mecca, where I met many people from all over the world, plus spent many weeks in Africa, trying to broaden my own scope and get more of an open mind to look at the problem as it actually is. One of the things that I realized, and I realized this even before going over there, was that our African brothers have gained their independence faster than you and I here in America have. They've also gained recognition and respect as human beings much faster than you and I. Just 10 years ago on the African continent, our people were colonized. They were suffering all forms of colonization, oppression, exploitation, degradation, humiliation, discrimination, and every other kind of Asian. And in a short time, they have gained more independence, more recognition, more respect as human beings than you and I have. And you and I live in a country which is supposed to be the citadel of education, freedom, justice, democracy, and all of those other pretty sounding words. So it was our intention to try and find out what was our African brothers doing to get results so that you and I could study what they had done and perhaps gain from that study or benefit from their experiences. And my traveling over there was designed to help to find out how. One of the first things that the independent African nations did was to form an organization called the Organization of African Unity. The purpose of our organization of Afro-American Unity, which has the same aim and objective, to fight whoever gets in our way. To bring about the complete independence of people of African descent here in the Western Hemisphere, and first here in the United States, and bring about the freedom of these people by any means necessary. That's our motto. The purpose of our organization is to start right here in Harlem, which has the largest concentration of people of African descent that exists anywhere on this earth. There are more Africans here in Harlem than exist in any city on the African continent, because that's what you and I are, Africans. The Charter of the United Nations, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, the Constitution of the United States, and the Bill of Rights are the principles in which we believe, and that these documents, if put into practice, represent the essence of mankind's hopes and good intentions, desirous that all Afro-American people and organizations should henceforth unite so that the welfare and well-being of our people will be assured. We are resolved to reinforce the common bond of purpose between our people by submerging all of our differences and establishing non-sectarian constructive programs for human rights. We hereby present this charter. Number one, the establishment. The Organization of Afro-American Unity shall include all people of African descent in the Western Hemisphere. In essence, what it is saying, instead of you and me running around here seeking allies in our struggle for freedom, in the Irish neighborhood or the Jewish neighborhood or the Italian neighborhood, we need to seek some allies among people who look something like we do. And once we get their allies, it's time out for you and me to stop running away from the wolf right into the arms of the fox, looking for some kind of help. That's a drag. Number two, self-defense. Since self-preservation is the first law of nature, we assert the Afro-Americans' right to self-defense. The Constitution of the United States of America clearly affirms the right of every American citizen to bear arms. And as Americans, we will not give up a single right guaranteed under the Constitution. The history of unpunished violence against our people clearly indicates that we must be prepared to defend ourselves, or we will continue to be a defenseless people at the mercy of a ruthless and violent racist mob.
Well, there you have it, straight from the horse's mouth. God rest his soul, and of course we honor him, Brother Malcolm. There is no other one out there
Malcolm
like
X.
you.
I think a lot of people confused by the new Arabic name, El Hajj Malik El Shabazz.
I've always had the name on my passport, Malik
al-Shabazz, only I only used it in the Muslim world. Well, Hajj is a title that is given to any Muslim who makes the pilgrimage to Mecca during the official Hajj season.
Well, will you now use Shabazz and drop X?
I'll probably continue to use Malcolm X and I'll probably use it as long as the situation that produced it exists.
Alright, well, you heard a few words there. That was a little technical snafu there. I'm new to this. This is a new studio for me, so excuse that. Apparently we got some phone calls. I want to hear your opinion on Brother Malcolm X. Give me a call, 212-245-7273. Caller, you're on the air. Caller, you are live. Caller, you're on the air. Caller, you're on the air.
Hello, what's up? How you doing?
What's going on? What's on your mind?
Yeah, with Malcolm X and everything. Yeah. Now, one of the accused killers is still alive.
Yes. Do you know who this man is? The accused killer.
Yeah, the one of the Malaysian. I think under the secret society of Luke. The Malaysian.
Well, the actual three killers, or actually no, two of them were caught, one of them got away, but the actual mastermind, I believe, Steve, is no other than Louis Farrakhan, who killed Brother Malcolm. Yes, he was highly. Yeah, Louis Farrakhan is responsible for the death of Malcolm X.
Oh, okay. You were ties with it, right?
Oh yeah.
So this was basically like a setup or something?
Basically, I'll give you a quick history of Brother Malcolm. Basically, Brother Malcolm found out that the dishonorable Elijah Muhammad was sleeping with underage women, a part of his religious organization, the Nation of Islam, and he exposed Elijah Muhammad, and he exposed them to his disciple, Louis Farrakhan, and Louis Farrakhan wrote articles 2 weeks before Malcolm was assassinated, stating how Malcolm should, die.
But he knew he was going to be assassinated, I guess, because, he'd been targeted. They wanted to take him out. That's like they did Dr. King.
Oh, yeah, just like they did
because
John F. Kennedy.
This country alone, we are considered a threat. Like, they want to exterminate many black people as possible.
Yes, they want to exterminate about 85 or 90% of the world's population. If you are not part of this elite, you are dead.
Up the population.
Oh yeah, it's out of control, brother.
Because when I saw Rex 84, that documentary with Camp FEMA and everything, that's where I learned that from. Which is not really that surprising and everything. So. See, the difference between Malcolm and Dr. King. See, Malcolm, he's very raw. He's very hardcore.
Yes, actually, the FBI was quoted as saying Malcolm X was a saint compared to Dr. Martin Luther King. Yeah, in regards to adultery and stuff like that. But yeah, I need to get back to more of these Malcolm X videos to honor Black History Month.
That you looked at?
Yes, you can just type in Malcolm X on YouTube and you will find.
Well, that was the YouTube video that you just showed, right?
Yes, sir. And you can catch it on YouTube, Steve, and catch me next week too, brother. I love you.
All right, take care, man.
All right, take care. All right, let's take a few more phone calls. Caller, you're on the air.
God bless.
Caller, you're on the air. Alright, let's get to the video now. We got rid of the clowns, and we honored the heroes. Thank you, brothers. Thank you.
I would like to make a few comments concerning the difference between the Black Revolution and the Negro Revolution. There's a difference. Are they both the same? And if they're not, what is the difference? What is the difference between a Black Revolution and a Negro Revolution? First, what is a revolution? Sometimes I'm inclined to believe that many of our people are using this word revolution loosely. without taking careful consideration what this word actually means and what its historic characteristics are. When you study the historic nature of revolutions, the motive of a revolution, the objective of a revolution, and the result of a revolution, and the methods used in a revolution, you may change words. You may devise another program. You may change your goal and you may change your mind. Look at the American Revolution in 1776. That revolution was for what? For land. How was it? Why did they want land? Independence. How was it carried out? Bloodshed. Number one, it was based on land, the basis of independence. And the only way they could get it was bloodshed. The French Revolution, what was it based on? The landless against the landlord. What was it for? Land. How did they get it? Bloodshed. Was no love lost. Was no compromise. Was no negotiation. I'm telling you, you don't know what a revolution is. Because when you find out what it is, you'll get back in the alley. You'll get out of the way.
That's right. Most people don't know what a real revolution is. When you're willing to stick out your neck and your sacred honor and your dignity, most people run and hide. Only 3% of Americans actually fought in the American Revolution. Okay, the rest of them did not care about either side. But let's get back to Brother Malcolm and all this ISIS crap with Jihad Bob. They're trying to instill fear in you with ISIS. Oh, ISIS is handing out applications in Brooklyn. Oh my God, the boogeyman is coming. My brother Malcolm said that being a Muslim, believing in Islam and knowing Islam, not the nation of Islam, but Islam and the Quran, is actually the best religion for the black and Hispanic communities and even the white community to unite and divide all this racism that's going on all around this country, this disgusting racism in the greatest country in the world. All right, let's get back to it.
The moment, the Russian Revolution, what was it based on? Land. The landless against the landlord. How did they bring it about? Bloodshed. You haven't got a revolution that doesn't involve bloodshed. And you're afraid to bleed. I saw if you're afraid to bleed. Long as the white man sent you to Korea, you bled. He sent you to Germany, you bled. He sent you to the South Pacific to fight the Japanese, you bled. You bleed for white people. But when it comes time to seeing your own churches being bombed and little black girls murdered, you haven't got no blood. You bleed when the white man says bleed. You bite when the white man says bite. And you bark when the white man says bark. I hate to say this. If violence is wrong in America, violence is wrong abroad. If it's wrong to be violent, defending black women and black children and black babies and black men, then it's wrong for America to draft us and make us violent abroad in defense of her. And if it is right for America to draft us and teach us how to be violent in defense of her, then it is right for you and me to do whatever is necessary to defend our own people right here in this country.
There you have it. That's right. It is our right to bear arms and protect our own American citizens. This is our God-given right, the great Second Amendment that I so highly refer to. Everyone should have the right to bear arms. Let's take this caller. Caller, you're on the air. I don't know. I just like hanging up on people. Call back. Maybe you were a real caller. Actually, don't call back. Don't even waste your time. You're a scumbag. I can feel it. Anyway, if not, I apologize. Listen, I love you people. You're being fooled. You're being poisoned. Watch out. Don't drink the fluoride. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. It'll kill you, okay? And like I said, don't believe in any of this Jihad Bob out in Brooklyn. He turned out to be a tech nerd. They want to instill fear in you that being a Muslim is bad. I am not a Muslim. I read the Quran, the Torah, the Bible. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in peace. I believe in, unity, sacrifice, honor. This is what our country is all about. So I want you to join me next week and every week, only on mnn.org, every Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, I do thank you, Luigi, Steve, all my loyal fans out there. I especially thank you. You're not sitting on your asses like everyone else. You're actually doing something. Thank you. God bless America. God save the United States Constitution. And if you have received this transmission, then you are the resistance. Thank you.